Hello guys, welcome back to LR Anime. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of BTTH The Flame Emperor episode number 175 based on novel. So let's start. What should we do? Xiao Yan and Mu Yingying took a few steps forward at the same time, came to the edge of the purple cage, and spoke slowly. The power of holy flames is a natural restraint for foreign evil races. Although the evil races outside the territory cannot swallow and absorb the pure power of the holy flame, they are trying to use human means to destroy the holy flame, so that their safety can be guaranteed. Therefore, among human beings, there are inevitably guys who can't stand the benefits of the evil races outside the realm. But they forgot that holy flame is a wonder of heaven and earth, and it is impossible to destroy it. Kang Qi said to himself. Following Kang Qi's voice, Xiao Yang also nodded vaguely. The mission of the two of you is to mobilize the power of holy flame to assist me. Use the power of holy flame as much as possible to weaken the power of the two aliens, and leave the rest to me. Kang Qi said. 1-star fighting immortal level strength. Would you still be afraid of 2 noble level foreign evil races? Xiao Yang nodded slightly after hearing this, but he still pondered. The 2 venerable alien races are at the peak of Dodi at most, and a 1-star Dozian level human powerhouse can definitely kill them with ease. I know what your kid is thinking. Normal venerable aliens, I am naturally not afraid, but these 2 guys are a little different. They are somewhat similar to the twin ghost emperors you killed before, so the 2 of them have a high tacit understanding. Even if they join forces, I am not completely sure. Just now, I chose to wait for the arrival of the holy flame, and use the holy flame to kill them completely. Kang Qi seemed to see through Xiao Yang's thoughts very easily, and said. And at the beginning, these 2 guys seemed to have some trump cards. It was these 2 guys who killed my master at the beginning. Kang Qi said this, and his face couldn't help but look a little ugly. Fairy Moonlight was actually killed by these 2 guys. Yueru shook her head slightly when she heard the words. Yueru didn't know the strength of Fairy Jiayue, but with the inheritance rune on her forehead, Yueru knew that Fairy Jiayue was definitely stronger than her disciple Kang Qi. My master's strength has also reached the completion of the 2-star Dozian, and he is only 1 step away from the 3-star Dozian. But I still don't know how she fell in the first place. Kang Qi shook his head and said. When Xiao Yang heard this, his brows were a little ugly. Obviously the matter was getting more and more serious. Let's do it. After a while, the demon whale and the jade rabbit looked at each other, and they understood that this matter should be resolved sooner. You step back a little. This hall is actually a formation used to suppress and weaken them. Although it is not very useful, it can always increase the odds of winning. Kang Qi got up slightly and said. As soon as the voice fell, Kang Yu immediately displayed some mysterious handprints with both hands, and then a dazzling light was born on the palm of his hand. The next moment, in that great hall, a mysterious special energy emerged. With the emergence of this energy, Xiao Yang could feel that the blood demon gold energy in his chest was slightly emitting a trace of fear. It was obvious that this energy was extremely tyrannical to suppress the evil races outside the realm. What a strong formation. Seeing this, Xiao Yang couldn't help but say. Even with Xiao Yang's soul power and spiritual power at this time, he couldn't see through this formation. At the beginning, after the master and the 2 foreign evil races fought, they fell directly, leaving behind an inheritance, and the 2 foreign evil races were also suppressed and sealed here by the master's last breath. Kang Qi said, while saying, 2 heart-like things slowly appeared behind him. The 2 Gorfians' fist-sized hearts were beating vigorously, and Xiao Yang found that if it wasn't for Kang Qi's body that was constantly suppressed by a faint force, I am afraid that these 2 foreign evil clan would instantly out. Don't worry, the seal placed by the master is extremely tyrannical, and these 2 evil races from outside the territory are still in a deep sleep at this time. Kang Qi said. What can I do? Yu heard the words and immediately came to Xiao Yang and the others, obviously not willing to be a bystander. Just let you 2 and the others protect you. After all, the inheritance of the master, if you kill the 2 foreigners, it will still fall on you, so you can't have any loss. Kang Yu said with a smile. Yu heard the words, said something to Xiao Yang, and then backed away, probably meaning not to be brave and do what you can. Xiao Yang naturally wouldn't listen to this. For the evil races outside the territory, he had to kill them, not for anything else, just because Xiao Yang possesses holy flame. Since the first step in this hall, Xiao Yang's body has exuded a feeling of extreme hatred, and the source of hatred is the hearts of the 2 foreign evil races in front of him. Xiao Yang owns it as a holy flame, so naturally he feels the most profound. I'll come out first. After a while, Kang Qi suddenly said something. Kang Yu's voice just fell. Immediately, the mysterious power on Tsang Yao's palm gently touched the purple cage, and the purple cage also issued an extremely tyrannical restriction, and then quietly opened. Kang Yu took light steps and came out directly from the inside. Good guy, it's actually a second-layer seal. Xiao Yang was surprised when he saw this. If it is said that the power in this hall is to suppress the aliens, then the purple cage is the seal that completely seals the power of the aliens without overflowing. The evil of the power of the alien race is useless just to suppress it. If it is penetrated by the power of the alien race, it will undoubtedly cause a catastrophe, so it must be suppressed and sealed. Can you come out from here? The jade rabbit and the demon whale both said the same thing when they saw this, obviously extremely shocked. They, including Do Sol, always thought that the cage and Kang Qi were one, and if the foreign evil clan did not solve it, Kang Qi would not be able to leave. Sure. This purple cage is actually a powerful fighting skill, and it was given to me by the master, so why can't I come out? Kang Yu said with a smile. And with Kang Qi's departure, the hearts of the two foreign evil races in the purple cage appeared in front of Xiao Yang and the two of them impressively. Don't say anything angry, it's not a heart, it's just a black spot the size of a fist, and above the black spot, there is a thumping beating, which is very easy to be misunderstood as something like a heart. The powerful beatings meant that the foreign evil race was still sleeping, but even so, those two hearts that were so dark that they could easily destroy Xiao Yang and the others were unceasingly emerge. This is the two extraterritorial evil races. They have a name. Shenming twins. Kang Qi's voice appeared in everyone's ears like thunder. What an evil power. Mu Yingying was beside Xiao Yang, so she couldn't help but say something because of her indifferent state of mind. At this time, in front of the two of them, the hearts of the ghost twins, which were extremely rich and exuded monstrous evil power, were beating quietly. Every time it beats, there is a trace of black evil energy that is extremely evil, but fortunately there is a purple cage isolation, that evil energy does not overflow. Even if it is suppressed by the second-layer seal, it is still unable to withstand the evil power that fills the sky. Without the isolation of the second layer of seal power, it would be extremely difficult for the two of Xiao Yang to approach this thing. The Netherworld twins are a relatively weak branch of the extraterrestrial evil clan. Their clan is called the Netherworld Evil Clan. Kang Qi also looked at the strange thing in front of him, and then spoke. Weak. The powerhouses of the extraterritorial evil clan at the peak of Dodi are still relatively weak. Xiao Yang couldn't help but said. These things, you will naturally understand when you arrive at Doxian in the future. Kang Qi said, and then continued. The Nether Evil Clan masters extremely evil methods, and according to my guess, these two guys can kill my master with the strength of Dodi peak. It must be related to some secrets in their clan, and the Nether twins are the most powerful duo in the Nether Evil Clan. Kang Yu said coldly, but the murderous intent hidden in his voice could be felt by anyone. It's no wonder, after all, the two guys in front of them are the culprits who killed their master with their own hands. As the saying goes, one day is a teacher and a lifetime is a father, so this hatred, Kang Qi will naturally ignore them. It seems that this Nether evil race is not as simple as we imagined. Xiao Yang nodded slightly after hearing this, agreeing with Kang Qi's words. You two, are you ready? After a while, Kang Yu asked the two of them solemnly. This kind of questioning is obviously what Kang Qi is going to do. Let's start. Xiao Yang also knew how evil this alien race was, and nodded immediately. The two of you, summon the holy flame and help me. Kang Qi nodded and said. Fire Heart Tianyang. Xiao Yang said indifferently, and then the dazzling khaki yellow holy flame surged out instantly. And as Xiao Yang's holy flames poured out, there was a sudden movement in the quiet Nether twins. Seeing this, Mu Yingying also bit her lip, and now she can't take care of it anymore, so she'd better deal with the foreign evil clan in front of her. Are you alright? Xiao Yang asked, looking at Mu Yingying who didn't do anything. I'm fine. Mu Yingying responded softly, and then closed her eyes slightly, and after a while, a dazzling blue flame also emerged. The appearance of Mu Yingying's azure blue holy flame made Xiao Yang's Huaxin Tianyang slightly afraid. Obviously, Mu Yingying's holy flame was much stronger than Xiao Yang's. The color of this flame, although I don't know which holy flame it is, I think it ranks higher than my fire heart Tianyang. Xiao Yang said helplessly in his heart. Regarding the Saint Flame list, his uncle, the Golden Dragon King, must know, but he is now in a deep sleep, otherwise, with his fierce eyes, he will naturally be able to see which Saint Flame is. This holy flame is so strange. The whole body is blue, but it makes people feel a power like the ocean. Kang Yu is naturally aware of Xiao Yang's holy flame. After all, this is the holy flame that Xiao Mu used to have. Sheng Yang felt more strange. Do it. But Kang Yu knew that now is obviously not the time to think about this issue. As Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying summoned the dazzling power of holy flame, Kang Yu shouted loudly, the dazzling power of life and death was perfect fusion, appearing directly on its body. This guy's mastery of the power of life and death is actually so high. Although Xiao Yang didn't know what the power of life and death would become after the fusion of the power of life and death, he could feel that the power of life and death in Kang Qi was compared to Xiao Yang's. Anyone I've seen is strong. Go. The dazzling power of life and death appeared on Kang Yarou, and then slowly poured into the purple cage under Kang Yarou's subtle control. Wong Om. Just as the huge power of life and death was injected into the cage suddenly became restless. Rather than being restless, it is better to say that two quiet hearts suddenly became restless. Shabu Shabu. The power of life and death in black and white is not a vegetarian. The next moment, directly wrap the two black hearts slowly. Holy flame. Go. When Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying saw this, they immediately knew what Kang Qi did. Kang Qi's approach was to take advantage of the fact that when the two evil tribes from outside the territory were sealed and fell into a deep sleep, with the purification power of the holy flame, they directly obliterated the two evil tribes from outside the territory, so that they would not hesitate to spend their life and death to open the way for the holy flame. Otherwise, with the fear of the holy flame from the evil races outside the territory, I am afraid that the holy flame will just hide away when it appears. And Kang Qi's method just now affected the perception of the two hearts, so the khaki yellow holy flame and the azure blue holy flame easily entered the purple cage. Boom boom boom. The two-color holy flame immediately wrapped the two black hearts without hesitation, like a hungry ghost rushing towards food. Give me evolution. Destroy it to me. The two-color holy flame had just wrapped around the two black hearts, and suddenly the two black hearts seemed to be mortally threatened, shaking violently. Don't stop, increase your strength, Kang Yu said, and then his eyes slowly closed, obviously preparing for a killer move. And Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying were still pouring holy flames into the purple cage. With the continuous injection of Xiao Yang and the evil power around the two black hearts was actually purified to no trace. Not enough. Silver moon bow. A hint of hesitation appeared on Kang Yu's pretty face, and then he exclaimed. And with Kang Yarou's exclamation, an invisible silver force was slowly born in the entire hall. This silver power was just born, and it made Xiao Yang and all the powerhouses feel an extremely unstoppable pressure. Press them down. I'll give them the final blow. After Kang Qi finished speaking, Yu read www. The silver light around ukeungshu.com instantly appeared on his hand. At this time, in Kang Yi's hand, silver light flickered, and in the center of the silver, there were many runes that made Xiao Yang feel jerky. Among those mysterious runes, the meaning of purification emerged one after another. What a powerful weapon. Xiao Yang couldn't help but glance at it a few more times. This thing, I am afraid it can be regarded as the pinnacle representative of the fairy. I didn't expect Kang Qi to even master the silver bow. The voice of Jade Rabbit beside her was extremely happy. Silver bow. A powerful strike, its power can undoubtedly kill a fighting immortal powerhouse in seconds. With this thing, I am afraid that the evil races outside the territory will not escape. The demon whale was also relieved. Kang Qi didn't hesitate. The dazzling power of life and death slowly poured into the silver moon bow directly, and then the jade hand pulled back slightly, a black and white bow of life and death was born. Moreover, as Kang Yarou injected more and more power of life and death, the power of the silver moon bow increased exponentially. Not good. However, just as Kang Yu was concentrating on preparing for a powerful strike, Xiao Yang suddenly exclaimed. What's the matter? Yu Tu on the side asked suspiciously, because at this time, the expressions of Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying became extremely ugly. Those two alien races, double netherworld is awake. Yu Tu exclaimed, his face also became ugly. They don't know how strong the nether twins are in combat. What they know is that both netherworld twins are comparable to the peak of human fighting emperors, and Fairy Moonlight is a powerhouse who is about to break through the 3-star Doshian, Fairy Moonlight. Being so powerful, they actually fell into the hands of the two of them, so it is absolutely impossible to look at these two ghosts with normal eyes. The two of them were able to kill Fairy Moonlight with the strength of Do DS Peak. It must have been a result of it. It's too late. Xiao Yang shouted loudly, and then the black heart that was continuously purified and eliminated by the two-color holy flame suddenly burst out with a very bright evil aura. The evil aura suddenly spread like a drop of water falling on the water surface, instantly breaking free from Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying's holy flame power. Crash! The power of holy flame was instantly expelled by the huge evil power, and at the same time, around the two black hearts, a steady stream of evil black energy instantly radiated from that aura is more sinister and cunning than the ghosts in the ghost world, and it is extremely evil. So strong. Xiao Yang stared at the two hearts and those evil auras in the purple cage with an ugly expression. Are you still awake? When Kang Yu heard this, she slowly shook her head. Obviously, she had expected this scene. You already knew? Xiao Yang couldn't help asking, looking at Kang Qi who was still calmly attacking the silver moon bow. That's right. Although the holy flame is a deadly threat to the evil races outside the territory, don't forget that the evil races outside the territory are also extremely sensitive to the holy flame. But it's fine. It's just a little troublesome at best. After Kang Qi finished speaking, he couldn't help but increase his power transmission. At this time, in the purple cage, a very strange phenomenon appeared. Strange voices continued to pour out, and then a wave of evil power continued to emerge, wrapping two hearts in a short period of time. It's actually two holy flames. After a while, one of the black figures, Yozuan, who was surrounded by evil aura, said. The black figure is called Yuzun, and the grey figure is Mingzun. Big brother, why are there two holy flames here? It's a strange time, said Mingzun, another grey figure also surrounded by evil power. Do not know. But the strength of these two holy flame owners is too weak. So, for the big plan of our alien race, kill them at all cost. The dark figure Yuzun finished speaking, and the power of evil erupted in an instant. Boom boom boom. The black evil power in the sky directly confronted the purple cage. What? This thing is still extremely strong. Yuzun immediately wondered when he saw that his evil power was actually stopped by the purple cage. Xiao Yang. Go ahead, absolutely can't let them leave the amethyst cage. Buy some time for me. Kang Yarobei bit her lip. At this time, she had no other choice but to rely on Xiao Yang and the others. Bastard. Xiao Yang scolded secretly after hearing this. The two black figure Yozuan and the grey figure Mingzuan in front of them are amazingly the two ghosts. This is comparable to the peak powerhouse of the human Do Emperor, but Kang Yu can see Xiao Yang as a mere 6-star Do Emperor. We have Holy Flame, which can greatly weaken their strength, and I can feel that her attack is extremely tyrannical. If so, maybe there is a chance of a fatal blow. Try it. The next moment, Mu Yingying spoke slightly. Okay. Xiao Yang heard the words and knew the seriousness of the matter, so he didn't dare to hesitate. Otherwise, once the time was missed and the two netherworlds broke through the amethyst cage, I'm afraid that waiting for them would be extremely miserable. I'm here to help you. Seeing this, the demon whale on the side jumped up suddenly. As for you two, he took Yueru to hide. After all, Yueru is the inheritor chosen by Fairy Moon, and you two must ensure her safety. Xiao Yang, you can't have anything to do. The hall was extremely wide, so Yueru and you two both stepped back a great distance, and Yueru said worriedly, Don't worry, little guy. Although the strength of the two of them is weak, Sheng Yang has an indescribable destructive power and suppression to the evil races outside the territory, so they will not have to worry about their lives. And with the demon whale and Kang Qi here, there will never be an accident for them. You two immediately comforted. Yeah. Yueru heard the words, although she knew it in her heart, her fingers still lightly touched the inheritance rune on her forehead. If Xiao Yang and the others suffered any loss, Yueru would also take action by forcibly triggering the inheritance rune. Inheritance is strong and precious, and it is not as important as the tall figure who helped his father back then. What Xiao Yang didn't know was that since the time he helped Yueru's father to get rid of toxins, a kind of seed called love has been in Yueru. It took root and sprouts in the heart, not to mention the series of things that happened in the later points plundering competition to make this seed take root and sprout. Holy flame. Foam. Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying glanced at each other at the same time, and then the bright source of holy flame poured out directly and gathered towards the purple cage. This time, the source of holy flame used by the two did not use the power of holy flame, so the source of holy flame was not driven away by the power of evil like the power of holy flame before. Sheng Yang, according to what Xiao Yang knows so far, is 4 things. The power of holy flame is the flame of holy flame, and the source of holy flame is brighter and stronger than the flame of holy flame. It is a powerful fighting skill inherent in the holy flame, and its strength will increase with the strength of the owner of the holy flame. The source of holy flame seems to be attached to the purple cage, firmly besieging the two ghosts. Holy flame crystal. After a while the two of them called out. At that time, a fiery red holy flame crystal and an azure holy flame crystal appeared in their hands. With the appearance of the holy flame crystal, the power of the source of the holy flame has skyrocketed, and in a short period of time, the evil power of the ghost twins was suppressed to the death. The two holy flames are really strong. But the two of you are too weak to exert the power of holy flame. So, go to hell. The dark figure suddenly smiled strangely. As soon as he finished speaking, a very small black energy instantly fell off the black figure, and then, under the stunned eyes of Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying, it directly penetrated the purple cage, and Xiao Yang's holy flame power suddenly hit Xiao Yang and come. Strange, how can this attack smell like a bright moon? The demon whale stood aside. He couldn't help, he had to guard Xiao Yang, but when he saw the black chi attack launched by Yozuan, that one the fleeting silver was caught by the demon whale. Damn! Xiao Yang scolded, but he was vigilant in his heart. This seems to be a very small attack, but only when Xiao Yang faced it, did he know that such a small attack might be comparable to a peak powerhouse as full blow. This guy clearly wants to kill himself. However, just when Xiao Yang was about to start his defense, something in Xiao Yang's body slowly moved. My good fellow, they are actually the Netherworld twins from the evil clan outside the realm. At this time, the Soul Eater talisman in Xiao Yang's body suddenly said to himself, if I devour these two guys, I'm afraid my strength will be restored. Otherwise, I will encounter those ghosts in the ghost world who are eyeing me, but it is extremely difficult to deal with. The soul-devouring rune exudes some mysterious runes that invade the soul, and then speaks. I didn't expect the dignified Soul Eater Lord to hide in the Soul Eater talisman of the 12 evil soldiers in the ghost world. Just after a very eerie sound came out from the Soul Eater talisman, a rather gloomy sound appeared in the ring. For the sound of vicissitudes. If Xiao Yang were here, Xiao Yang would definitely find out that this voice was his uncle, the Golden Dragon King, who? The soul-devouring talisman is extremely vigilant. This is Xiao Yang's body. Logically, there should be no other things in it. How can there be other voices? Moreover, this voice made me feel a sense of uneasiness faintly, and that uneasiness appeared silently. The Soul Eater talisman is indeed the 12 evil soldiers of the ghost world, but if no one controls it, it will not be so mysterious. So there must be something residing in the Soul Eater talisman. However, the Soul Eater was extremely depressed. At his peak, although he was not strong enough to fight God, among the fighting immortals, there were very few who could defeat him. This voice actually made him feel scared, which was something he had never heard before. Matter. No need to look for it. Just when the Soul Eater talisman was flashing a strange light, the Golden Dragon King appeared directly, staring at the Soul Eater talisman hanging in the air with a smile on his face. You! Seeing this, Soul Eater immediately hesitated. I don't know why, but when I saw the old man in front of him just now, the Lord of Soul Eater immediately felt the unfathomable strength on his body that was as deep as the sea. Should I call you the Soul Eater talisman, or the Lord of Soul Eater? The Golden Dragon King smiled slightly. Obviously, the Lord of Soul Eater was living in the Soul Eater talisman and had already been noticed by the Golden Dragon King. The Soul Eater talisman was originally my thing. What's wrong with that? The Lord of Soul Eater heard the words, but it was understandable. I didn't notice that you were in the Soul Eater talisman. I thought it was the Soul Eater talisman. The Golden Dragon King smiled. At the beginning, the injury was too serious. If it hadn't devoured a foreign evil race, I'm afraid the injury in my body would still be there. The Lord of Soul Eater also looked helpless. Is your injury so serious? The Golden Dragon King hesitated. Who are you? Faced with the Golden Dragon King's question, the Soul Eater Lord became vigilant. The guy in front of him with a strong golden aura is definitely not an ordinary person. Maybe this way you will know me. The next moment, the Golden Dragon King directly transformed into a dragon body. A dazzling golden dragon body appeared, but at this time, the body of the Golden Dragon King had shrunk to only a few meters in size, just to prevent Xiao Yang from discovering it. The King of Dragons. Golden Dragon King? The next moment, the Master of Soul Eater directly exclaimed. Knowing that he saw the Golden Dragon King's body, the Master of Soul Eater knew the identity of the old guy in front of him. Golden Dragon King. Dragon King. Among the Dragon Clan, it is said that Longsheng is just a legend, and no one has ever reached it. Among the Dragon Clan, although the dragon has 9 sons, among the 9 sons, the Golden Dragon King is the strongest. And what surprised the Soul Eater the most was the strength of the Golden Dragon King. Among the Dragon Clan, the Golden Dragon King controls the power and the body, which can be described as a real power, and in the ancient times, the Golden Dragon King was known as the most opportunity to become a dragon god, an existence close to the fighting god. Although the Lord of Soul Eater is proud of himself, facing the Golden Dragon King, I am afraid there is no chance of winning. I didn't expect it to be you. As powerful as you are, you were also disturbed by the evil tribes outside the realm, and ended up abandoning the body and leaving the power of the soul. The Lord of Soul Eater said regretfully. The most tyrannical aspect of the Golden Dragon King is his physical strength. Without the dragon body, his strength would undoubtedly be greatly reduced. It's just the dragon body, it's just a matter of practicing in the future. But it's you, how can you deal with the evil race from outside the territory? You didn't pay attention to these things back then. King Jinlong said. In that war, among the 7 worlds, many strong men adopted a reclusive attitude, and this Soul Eater was one of them. The secret is too lazy to tell. However, I found that my Soul Eater talisman can devour the power of the evil race from outside the territory and then convert it into my ghost energy, so I can naturally absorb these powers by following this guy. The Lord of Soul Eater said without any shyness. Hehe, Lord of Soul Eater, this Soul Eater talisman will belong to my precious disciple in the future, you can. The Golden Dragon King smiled. Golden Dragon King, don't deceive people too much. My Master of Soul Eater has controlled the Soul Eater talisman for so many years, but no one has ever robbed me of anything. The Master of Soul Eater immediately became angry. Even if the Lord of Soul Eater restores his peak power, if he does not have the help of the Soul Eater talisman, he may have nothing to do with the peak powerhouse, so the Lord of Soul Eater will definitely not hand over the Soul Eater talisman. Look at you in a hurry. But even if I don't give it, I will borrow the Soul Eater talisman in the future. The Golden Dragon King still laughed. Could it be that you want to go to the center of the human world? The Lord of Soul Eater had also heard a little about the 2 deeds of the Golden Dragon King and the ancient Emperor Tuosha, and immediately asked hesitantly. That's natural. What those guys took away, I and their descendants will get them all back in the same way, said the Golden Dragon King, but the same voice was full of extremely tyrannical chills. Although this old guy's current strength is not at the peak, he is also a dignified immortal warrior. The Soul Eater felt the dazzling aura on the Golden Dragon King, and immediately said, okay, the power and means of these 2 ghosts are quite strange. I'm afraid these people can't solve it. It's cheaper for you. After the Golden Dragon King finished speaking, he turned and left. Seeing the figure of the Golden Dragon King leaving, the Soul Eater said slightly, well, you are Xiao Yang, but the secrets on your body are becoming more and more mysterious. But that's right, the last unknown orphan of the Xiao family. If this is known to the people in the 7 Realms Center, I'm afraid. After the Master of Soul Eater finished speaking, he carried the Soul Eater talisman to stir up Xiao Yang's body slightly. Soul-devouring talisman? Feeling this sudden change, Xiao Yang hurriedly startled, and immediately became overjoyed. This Yozuan's strength is too strong, and this attack is clearly his all-out blow. Even if Xiao Yang uses all his means, it is impossible to take it. But the Soul Eater is different. This thing is known as the Soul Eater talisman of the 12 evil soldiers in the ghost world. Moreover, Xiao Yang clearly remembered that it seemed that this guy liked the power of devouring the evil races from outside the realm. He knew it from the time when the Gore-Fiend left guard in the desert mountain range. It's up to you. Xiao Yang directly took out the soul-devouring talisman from the ring and hid it in his own hands, and then stared at the evil black energy of destruction in front of him with a dignified expression. Xiao Yang, be careful. Seeing such a powerful force of destruction, the demon whale was just about to help Xiao Yang, but was unexpectedly pulled by Kang Qi beside him. Don't go over, or you will be swallowed up by that power in an instant. Kang Qi said suddenly. But Xiao Yang, The demon whale couldn't help but say, if something happened to Xiao Yang, I'm afraid it would be extremely difficult for this alien race to solve it. Trust me, he should have something on his body that is enough to take on this attack, otherwise he won't be able to hold on. Kang Qi said, and then stopped talking, ready to launch the strongest attack at any time. Kang Yarrow was also very worried about Xiao Yang just now. After all, he knew from Xiao Yang that he obtained Fireheart Tianyang. This guy should have obtained the inheritance of Xiao Mu, so it is absolutely impossible for him to have an accident, but Kang Yarrow was about to stop his hand. When he attacked to save Xiao Yang, a power that made Kang Yu feel puzzled suddenly emerged from Xiao Yang. Naturally, Kang Qi didn't know that it was the power of the Soul Eater talisman. He just attributed that power to the secrets of the Xiao clan, and that's why the scene in front of him came about. On the other hand, Mu Yingying felt extremely uncomfortable here. Obviously, although the evil force attacked Xiao Yang, it had a huge impact on Mu Yingying, and at this time Mu Yingying also wanted to help Xiao Yang. No need. Xiao Yang's deep eyes suddenly flashed an unusual black color, and then he opened his mouth slightly, and said to Mu Yingying and her party. But just when Mu Yingying was about to say something, that evil power instantly attacked Xiao Yang. Boom boom boom. The terrifying evil force erupted with extremely tyrannical suction, as if it wanted to devour Xiao Yang in an instant. In the face of such a terrifying blow, Xiao Yang sneered, and then the dazzling earth-colored holy flames all over his body instantly poured out from the holy flame crystals. At this time, the source of holy flame is as rich as water, and it directly collided with the power of black evil in a short while. It's just that everyone present, including the powerful Ru Kang Kyo, didn't notice that Xiao Yang's dazzling holy flame was mixed with a very sinister aura. That breath is the power of the Soul Eater talisman. Xiao Yang felt the change of Soul Eater for the first time, so he tried his best to communicate with Soul Eater. Although he still couldn't communicate with the Soul Eater talisman, Xiao Yang knew that the Soul Eater talisman could help him cope with the situation in front of him. He immediately hid the power scattered from the Soul Eater talisman in his holy flame and waited for an opportunity move. Boom boom boom. The two black evil powers and the khaki yellow holy flame source just attacked, and immediately circles of invisible ripples emanated instantly, causing the space to tremble slightly. However, even though that evil force was strong, it did not cause any damage to Xiao Yang at all, and even the black beam was melting at a speed visible to the naked eye under the resistance of Xiao Yang Shengyang. How could it be possible? The demon whale knew that the evil power contained in this black light beam was enough to destroy a powerhouse at the pinnacle of Dodi, but how could it be so vulnerable in Xiao Yang's hands? Impossible. At this time, the two ghosts in the deep purple cage suddenly drank, and their voices and expressions became strained. The two of them knew very well that although the guy with the heavy ruler in front of him possessed holy flames, his strength was too weak. I'm afraid they could easily kill them with a casual blow. However, just to be on the safe side, Yuzun still used extremely tyrannical means, trying to kill Xiao Yang with one blow, but who would have thought that his attack was so easily resolved by Xiao Yang? Holy flame! Give it to me! After a while, Xiao Yang was sweating profusely, and the khaki holy flame instantly swallowed the black evil power. Immediately, it returned a trace of black aura that was difficult for everyone to notice, returned to Xiao Yang's acceptance ring, and immediately injected it into the soul-devouring talisman. With the injection of a trace of evil power, the Soul Eater talisman, which originally only had a faint light, is gradually recovering a trace of light. Yingying, do it. The origin of holy flame, the burial of the broken rock. Xiao Yang snorted coldly and suddenly exclaimed. Seeing this, Mu Yingying's worries were also swept away, and the bright blue flames all over her body instantly burst out, the source of holy flame, holy light. In the entire hall, with Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying's sight of the source of holy flame, the temperature in the entire space is increasing exponentially at a geometric rate, and under that high temperature, it is a shock that purifies all evil in the world. The ancient power of, slowly bore. Just your two little babies trying to kill us? It's too much. Yuzun saw the dazzling attacks on Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying. His expression changed, but he still said coldly. On the other hand, Venerable Ming on the side was different. He felt an unprecedented power of destruction from Xiao Yang and Mu Yingying's fighting skills using the source of holy flame. If they are hit by this attack, I am afraid that even as powerful as they are, they will be in danger of falling. Can't wait any longer, go. Although their strength is weak, they are still coveted by Kang Yu, and Ta is a disciple of Fairy Jiaoyue. We must not repeat the same mistakes. After Ming Zun finished speaking, the black energy around his body was like an endless abyss, and it poured out instantly, and it took a breath. Is filled with the entire purple cage. And with the terrifying strength of Ming Zun, the entire purple cage instantly made a buzzing sound. No way. The amethyst cage can't withstand such a terrifying power, and it's about to break. A dignified look appeared on the pretty face of the jade rabbit on the side. What will happen if it breaks? Yueru asked suspiciously. The amethyst cage is a formation for imprisoning the Netherworld twins. Although this formation is weak, its seal is extremely tyrannical. It's just that this formation has sealed them for thousands of years. I'm afraid it's already. And if the formation is broken, then the strength of these two ghost twins will instantly return to the peak state of Dodi, Yutu said solemnly. Seeing this, Yuzun also burst out with an extremely evil aura. Looking at this appearance, he obviously wanted to destroy this formation. As long as the formation that binds them is broken, then the two of them have absolute confidence to kill the two holy flame owners, and the disciples of the fairy moon, although they can't kill them, can't help them. After all, they are has bottom cards. Double netherworld, go to hell. Xiao Yang's pupils showed a frantic move, and immediately above the palm of his hand, the source of the second group of holy flames instantly appeared. The next moment, without any hesitation, he got up and jumped up, madly swept away at the purple cage that was about to shatter. At this moment, Kang Yaro's offensive was finally contained. Immediately, a dazzling force of life and death appeared in Kang Yaro's pupils. At the same time, he aimed at the two ghosts in the purple cage, and his jade hand held Yinyu slightly. Bow, a black and white life and death bow appeared instantly. Afterwards, the jade hand released slightly, like a thunderous thunder, and instantly swept away at the two ghosts. At this moment, Xiao Yang put the source power of the two holy flames in both hands, plus the silver moonbow, which was enough to destroy everything, and swept away at the two ghosts. When the two ghosts were cracking the purple cage, the black his pupils also became abnormally dignified. This video will end here.